Good evening. Welcome to Baking with Bakee. I am Bakee. Today we have for you a banana cake recipe with a vanilla icing and a vanilla filling. So first off, we're going to make the cake. Then while that's baking, we will do the icing and then put it all together once the cake gets cold. Again, thank you for watching Baking with Bakee. Down below, I'll list all the ingredients and the recipe for you to make this fine, delicious cake at home. But first, let me start off with the ingredients we're going to use tonight. We have some flour here, 2 eggs, baking soda, a stick of butter, sour cream, sugar, vanilla, salt, and of course, 5 bananas smashed. That was the fun part tonight. First, what we're going to do is take 2 8-inch cake pans and grease those cake pans so they're all ready for the batter when they're good there. Hope everybody's had a great day today and a great week. It is the month of February. I know it's chilly in parts of the country right now. I'm in Florida. It's a little chilly here, but not as bad as up north. So thankful. Hopefully everybody's okay. So here we go to make this great cake. First, I need a bowl. Let me get the bowl over here. And what we're going to do is beat the butter, sugar until light and fluffy. So butter, we're going to use a stick of butter, which is half cup of butter. So we'll throw that into the bowl here. And we're going to add sugar, which we have 1 1/3 cups of sugar. So, got the wrapper in there. So here's our sugar. We're going to stick that in there. And we are going to mix this together. First, let me get my beaters for my mixer here. And we're just going to mix up this butter and the sugar until it's light and fluffy. Again, if you're watching for your first time, welcome. If you watch me all the time, thanks again for watching me. If you're new, like and subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. And we can do a lot more videos. If you have any recipes you want to see, please let me know. So we're just going to mix this up real quick. As you can see, it's mixing pretty well. Now we're going to add in the eggs one at a time and beat until they're combined. There's 1 egg. Get the other egg and add that in. This cake should be delicious. Anybody who likes bananas out there will love this cake. So what we're going to do next is take the sour cream, add that in. Again, it was a cup of sour cream. We're going to beat that in, and we're going to beat the vanilla in. So basically, putting the wet ingredients in now. And we said some vanilla. And of course, you know, Bakee loves his vanilla. So the recipe calls for 1 teaspoon vanilla. So I think we'll probably do 2 teaspoons tonight. So this is a ½ teaspoon here, so we'll need 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. Mix it back together. So we mix that together, and now what we're going to do is combine the flour, baking soda, and salt and beat again. And when that's all mixed together, we'll put in the bananas and mix those in. Then we are ready for our pans that we've already greased. So it's a pretty simple cake to do in no time. And then you'll have a delicious treat with your dinner, for breakfast, whatever you want to eat the cake. And we're going to also add the baking soda and salt. We need a teaspoon of the baking soda. Teaspoon's already in there. 1 teaspoon. And then we also need a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. I just have kosher salt. Any salt will do. Again, that was a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Mix that all together. It's mixing well here. Looks good. Looks like I want nice, soft, and fluffy. Look at that. Looks scrumptious. So after that, we are going to add our delicious bananas. I took 5 of these bananas and used a little masher and mashed them all up. Now we got mashed bananas. When we pour those in, that's what makes the banana cake banana. Without the bananas, you wouldn't have a banana cake. So we're going to stir this back in. So folks, this is what your cake looks like. Your batter once all combined there. We are going to take the spoon in our pans and do a little consistency of the cake into these pans. Then what we'll do is bake it at 350. I'm going to do around 30 minutes and see what it looks like after 30 minutes. And then keep checking. And the way you know the cakes are done is when you stick, I usually use a butter knife or a toothpick in the center and it comes out clean. That is the best way to tell when the cakes are ready, and you can let them cool after that point. And while these are baking in the oven, what I will do is make the icing we're going to utilize for the top of the cake as well as the filling. So catch me as we're doing that. Again, first time here, welcome to Baking with Bakee. We're going to do a lot of videos, about 5 or 6 up right now. We're also going to do a strawberry pizza this week. Get ready for, here's the Strawberry Festival. Love the Parksdale strawberries, and have some good strawberry pizza, and maybe we'll do some strawberry shakes. But for now, we are doing banana cake. Again, like and subscribe down below. I'll put these in. Again, 350, about 30 minutes, and I'll check them after 30 minutes or so to see if they're ready to come out of the oven, and then we can ice them. I'll catch you right back to do the icing. Hey everyone, welcome back to Baking with Bakee. So we are going to make the vanilla frosting for this delicious banana cake. It is going to be frosting as well as the filling between the layers. And also between the layers of the filling, I'm going to do vanilla icing, and I'm going to cut up a couple of bananas, put in between the 2 layers of the cake. I'll show you that when we get back to that part of it. Again, welcome back. Like and subscribe. For this vanilla icing, we need 1 stick of butter, 1.5 cups of sweetened condensed milk, any brand will do. and then 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. It's that simple. So you take your sweetened condensed milk, cup and a half, pour that in the bowl. So there's half cup there. It would be a full cup. So it's basically looking at a can of sweetened condensed milk is a cup and a half. So we take that, then we also take the butter, and we're going to mix that all together. And then after that mixes together, then we're going to combine some vanilla extract. And that's just a simple icing. Simple as that. Sometimes it's a little more steps to making your own cake, but sure tastes better than those box cakes in the store. People do notice the difference if you're making it at home scratch or if you're doing a box cake. So just mix this up. Try and get all the lumps from the butter out. I have softened butter, so that always helps. There's various icings you can use. There's some that are with cream cheese, others that are just a sweetened condensed milk. Variety. Some even have powdered sugar in it. So all whatever you like, you can do whatever icing you choose. So this calls for 2 teaspoons. I'm actually going to do 3 teaspoons of vanilla because Bakee loves his vanilla. And just mix this up, as you can see. This is your vanilla icing. Let me taste it and see if it is up to Bakee standards. That is some good icing. Put the recipe down below. I'll catch you right back when I'm ready to take the cake out, then put it all together. Hey everybody, welcome back to Baking with Bakee. I am here. I'm going to show you the cake. First, I'm looking for a spatula. 1 second there. Aha. So, took the cakes out of the oven in about 35 minutes, and that's what they look like. I have 2 different icings I made up. This one you saw me make up, and I did another buttercream icing as well. So we're going to use both icings in the cake. I did cut some bananas, so we are cooled the cake. So I'm just going to put some bananas in the middle. This is going to be the middle section of the cake. And then what we're going to do is ice the cake. And it will be so delicious that everybody's going to want a piece of this banana cake. And again, hope you are enjoying this video. Check out my other videos I have. There's a good cookie one. There is a good banana pudding recipe as well. I think of the banana bread I made too. Like everything banana. Again, we're going to do some extra videos this week for everybody to enjoy. I think that's about enough bananas there. Do as many bananas if you'd like. You can also, if you're a fan of nuts, you can do any nut you want in the cake as well. So it's up to you. Whatever nuts you like in the cake, feel free. So we're going to take this icing. I'm going to use this. Just drizzle this in the middle. And then I'm going to use the other icing to actually ice the cake. So I will catch you back in a few minutes when this is all good to go and you can see the final product. Thank you.